Good morning, Alex. Good morning, sixth grade. Today we're going to be starting a new task, and it's 4.3, so it's Unit 3, Lesson 4, Activity 3. I did not post it yet because I want us to focus on this warm-up first. When the warm-up's done, I will post it and we'll look over it real quick. Okay, this warm-up. This warm-up is really important because last week, Monday and Thursday, you guys told me two models that we learned about in Unit 2, and we were able to apply it in Unit 3. Because we're talking about now not just comparing, but converting measurements to different units. So I'd like you to pick one of the models. Good morning, Mr. Casamento. Pick one of the models that we talked about last week. Right? I hope you remember what the two models were that you guys finally came up with. It took a while, but I want you to pick one, and I'd like you to apply it to this problem. Now, this problem is estimating, and I'd also actually like you to look up what the exact conversion is, okay? You can start with that if you want. Look up how many miles are in 8 kilometers, and then chat it here. Do that first. And then pick one of the models to actually find both of the unit rates if we could estimate that 8 kilometers are about 5 miles, okay? And if you have any questions, please ask. I'm going to wait for those 3 responses, how you did it, and which model you picked. Okay, that's a lot, but you guys got this. I'm not worried at all. Good morning, Rosemary. This is the warm-up that we're working on before we set up that task. It says I do not get the warm-up. Okay. All right. Let's break it down a little bit because you guys actually do understand this. I think it's just a little bit masked, like it's just not obvious. Okay. So let's do the first thing is first. Google how many miles are in 8 kilometers. Let's do that first. Let me put that down here. Because the warm-up is saying that there's about, it's an estimate, and this is what we're going to be working with. But I would like you, good morning, Emily, how are you? I'd like you guys to actually tell me, like, as accurately as possible from Google, how many, this is the question you're Googling, how many miles, because MI is miles, are in 8 kilometers. That's the question, excuse me. This is not important to solving the warm-up. It's important for you, what's the word I'm looking for? You know how, like, when you look at art, let's say the art is a big canvas, right? it's important to see the whole thing, not to just focus on a small piece. Sometimes, yes, you want to narrow your focus, but in math, the more pieces you see, the better it is. So let's get an idea how accurate the estimate is first. I feel like it's been months since I've seen you. Yeah, well, you're right about that. It's definitely been more than a month, so it could be plural. It has been a while, and it's going to continue to be a while, and but we will definitely be back in school. All right, that's for sure. Good morning, Brian. How are you? Does anybody have it yet in chat? Did anybody Google this? This is really fast. 4 point. Oh, okay. So do we first of all agree with their estimate? If there were really 4.97097, do we agree with their estimate? I'll stop there. Yeah, I agree with it too. You know, if you knew that something cost you $4.97, you'd say to yourself, well, I have to make sure that I have a $5 bill or 5 singles with me, right? So yeah, this is a really good estimate. So let's work with it. Let's work with that estimate. Now, you said that it was kind of confusing. So let me ask you the question that you guys figured out last week. Last week, yes, that's correct, Mr. Casamento. Last week, I asked you guys to tell me the 2 models that we learned about in Unit 2. It was the 2 models to represent equivalent ratios. So what were those 2 models? My computer is really laggy too. It keeps freezing and unfreezing. Oh boy. All right. All right, let's just do the best we can, and I guess I could check the questions to make sure that you're getting them, okay? Let me just put it right here. Which 2 models did you guys say we learned in Unit 2? to represent. It would help if I could spell equivalent ratios. But hopefully, if you miss me saying it, then at least that's there in chat, okay? Double number line and table. Hey, excellent, nice job. Okay, so to help you get started, because you said that you didn't understand it, if we are comparing two quantities, I'm comparing I shouldn't have made it that wide because I need to draw stuff. And that's not straight. Oh my lord. That's a little bit better. Okay. I'm comparing kilometers and miles. And the given information, we're estimating that for every 8 kilometers, we should have about 5. Now, it says to find both unit rates. So let me make 2 more sets, right? Because I need 2. It says. Okay, so answer this to me. What is a unit rate? Good morning, Jasir. What is a unit rate? You don't know? Okay, we have quite a few people here today. Maybe someone else would be willing to answer. We have Rosemary, Emily, Brian, Jasir just joined us. Guys, what is a unit rate? What does a unit rate tell us? Unit rate, it answers the question, how much for blank? That's what this right there. Anyone? Anyone? Chat? What does, okay, I'm sorry. I said that I was gonna put it in chat in case people's computers were freezing. So what is a unit rate? And this, I'm okay with this if you look it up either in your old Unit 2 book in the back in the glossary, or if you look this up online, I'm fine with that. Alex, Emily, Usmani, Jasir, and Brian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that's what I wrote down. What is a unit rate? And if that word is bothering you, you can also answer the question unit rate or unit price. Maybe that will help jog your memory. Unit price. They mean the same thing, but in different contexts. Anyone? Anyone? You're allowed to look it up. You're allowed to look in your Unit 2 book in the back, in the glossary, unit rate or unit price. It's in chat. Come on, guys. Wow, nobody? Guys, come on. Hey, Giovanni. Giovanni, we are currently working on the warm-up right now. They've got us started so far. Alex pointed out that last week, tables and double number lines were the two models that we learned to represent equivalent ratios. And in this warm-up, we are comparing two quantities, kilometers and miles, kilometers and miles. The information that we are given is that approximately there are 5 miles for every 8 kilometers. We are looking for both unit rates, and I just asked chat, I've just asked all of you, what is a unit rate anyway? It answers the question, how much for blank? And I said, if unit rate is bothering you and you don't remember it, you could look in your Unit 2 book in the back, or you could look it up on Google. And you could also think of unit price, because unit price and unit rate are basically the same thing, just different context, right? And we've got a good amount of people here today. We've got a nice turnout, right? So there's plenty of people here who can answer the question. And this warm-up here should actually help you with the new task that I will post at the end of the warm-up. Okay, thank you. Still nobody, guys? Really? I'm really surprised. All right, I'll just wait. But we gotta move, guys. We gotta move. Yes, Miss Melly? What's up here? Never mind. It just got so quiet. Yes, it did. Because I asked the question, no one's answering me. I'm gonna cry. Not really. I'm not gonna cry. I'm just gonna continue to beg. I will ask. I asked the question in chat. I'll ask it again here. If the warm up is asking for both unit rates, we need to make sure that we understand what is a unit rate. What are they looking for? And no one has told me what a unit rate is. If you don't know what a unit rate is, you can look it up or look in the back of your Unit 2 book. This is like the third time I'm saying it actually. Unit rates answer the question how much for, and fill in the blank. What are they looking for? How much for blank? And if that's throwing you off, you could think about money. What is a unit price? How much for blank? And that's what I'm looking for right now from you guys before we continue. I really need you guys to participate. If you're going to be here, I need you to focus and give this your attention. Unit rate is like, for example, miles per hours and stuff like that. Okay, would you be specific? Be more. You're very, 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 very warm. Very, very, very close to explaining it. So I would like you, because especially since you're saying per, because per is a very important clue word or cue word rather. Fill in the blank, guys. A unit rate or unit price is answering the question how much for blank. A rate is a ratio. Uh, well, that's true. We did say that. We did say that. Yes, that's true. That's a true statement. It's just not what I'm looking for. I'm looking. What is this word that belongs here, folks? I should have. I should have 5 other people here right now that can answer this question. A unit rate or unit price answers the question how much for blank. Come on. No problem, Stephanie. We're still doing the warm up before I assign the actual new task. I'm waiting for people to answer the question, right? Because they said that they got stuck on the warm up. They didn't really understand it. So we were breaking it down, and I need someone to tell me what a unit rate is. Rusmeli was very warm in her explanation, if you could see it. Hi, Alana. So we're trying to answer the question. I need chat to answer the question, what is a unit rate? It answers the question, how much for blank? That's okay. Maybe one of your peers could figure it out. Unit rates or unit prices answer the question, how much for blank? What word belongs here? That's what I'm looking for right now. I'm not looking for a definition anymore. I'm looking, you gotta put the word that's missing there. That's right, Alana. It answers the question, how much for one? A unit rate or a unit price tells you how much for one. So when Rusmeli said per, that was a clue for everybody that if they are looking for unit rates with kilometers and miles, they are looking for how many kilometers per mile, meaning for 1 mile per. No, you're not. You helped us a lot with the per, because you could say, okay, now how many miles per kilometer? Per meaning per unit or per for one. Okay. Okay. Now, Alex, Yes, it was 1. How much for 1? A unit rate or a unit price answers the question, how much for 1? What is the value of 1? And like Rusmeli said in her definition, how much per something, okay? Per. Very, very important keyword for unit rate. Now, I hope that helps because originally you guys said that the warm-up was a little confusing. But now that it's set up with a model, and that means that if you guys could find the answer here and here, you will answer the unit rate. And you will answer the warm-up. So I need everybody here in chat right now to fill in the blank. Let's do this one first and tell me how you did it. Don't do this one yet. Do this one first. Get an answer. Tell us how you did it, and then the rest of you guys have to say if you agree or disagree. All right, so let's focus right here, right now. Just right here. Fill in that one. Don't do this one yet, because I don't want chat to get confused. I want there to be one conversation about one box right now. Okay, Alana says 1.6. That means that everybody has to agree or disagree, and Alana has to tell us how she got the 1.6. 1.6. Okay, so Alana, tell us how you got it, and everyone else, tell us if you agree or disagree. Good morning, Jaden. We have a pretty nice turnout today, so I hope everybody is tuned in. Wow, even Yobani's here. Nice. Good morning, Yobani. Let's see what we got. I got 1.6 because I did 8 divided by 5. All right, let's see if that's going to work. 8 divided by 5. 8 divided by 5. Okay, folks, 5 divided by 5 is 1. So she says, let's do 8 divided by 5 to get 1.6. Excuse me. I almost misspoke. Do you guys agree or disagree? Rusmeli agrees. Okay, anyone else? If we wanted to check it, what would we do? Let's pretend someone's not sure. What could you do to check if her answer's correct? And then we'll go here. But first tell me how you could check her answer so that you could either, agree or disagree. I mean, obviously in your calculators, you could do 8 divided by 5, but what's another way to check? Something that's actually closer to the definition of equivalent ratios. You agree, okay. How do we check? How do we check without doing 8 divided by 5? How can we check? One way that we could check. Yes, that's how we got the answer. That's how you use to divide by 5. I'm looking for a way to check your work, to confirm it, but using something different. What could we do? We can check it by doing 1.6 times 5. That's absolutely correct, and that's closer to the definition of equivalent ratios. Equivalent ratios use the same numerical factor to both parts of the ratio. So 1 times 5 is 5. Is 1.6 times 5 8? 1.6 times 5 8? Yes, it is. So nice job there. Okay, that means that now I need you in this box. You have the unit rate for 1 mile. 1 mile is equivalent to about 1.6, according to this. So it's still about. Since we started with the estimate, right? It's still about. So now we're on this one. So same thing, please give me your answer. What did you find and how did you get it? And then everybody else has to agree or disagree. Let's see. Alana thinks that it could be 0.62, and Jaden agrees. Okay. Is that? I got a question for you, Alana. Did it terminate after the 2, or you're just estimating? And I also need to know how you got that. All right, check again, because it should not have terminated there. Let's see. I got that by doing 5 divided by 8, so let's see if that makes sense. 5 divided by 8, which means for equivalent ratios, we would have had to have done the same thing over here. divided by 8. So 8 divided by 8 is 1. That checks out. 5 divided by 8. Did everybody get 0.62? Because it should not have terminated at 0.62. Where does it terminate? And I'll put the about symbol again because we have to remember that this was an estimate. We have to keep that in mind. Go get my breakfast. Got to go. Okay, Brian. What are you getting? Stay on topic. Stay on topic. His breakfast is, I don't know. Just stay on topic. It should have, all right, it should have terminated here at 0.625. Would you guys double check that, please? Everybody should have did 5 divided by 8, and that means that you guys got both of your unit rates, which is really good. Give yourselves a round of applause. All right. And while you guys check 5 divided by 8, I'm going to post your new classwork for you. All right. Let's see. Classroom. It is due by tomorrow end of day because we have to be able to go over it, which means I have to be able to comment, ask questions. You have to be able to do revisions, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Okay, so for now, I'm going to call it due Tuesday, 5/12. And I'm going to add the assignment. And when this stream is done, I'm going to go ahead and add this to it because everything that you just did here is going to help you do well on this, okay? So I need everybody, let's see, to just go to your classroom and open up the document so that we can make sure that everybody understands what 4.3 actually is asking. I could see your arm, miss. Oh, okay. He's so funny. Classwork has entered the chat. Classwork has entered the chat. Oh, are we frustrated about that? Okay. So did anybody confirm this? Did anybody do 5 divided by 8 and confirm this? I don't see that in chat yet. Yeah, I thought it would all be rainbows and cake without classwork around. Guys, I'm still waiting for you to confirm that. Come on. Don't we have like 7 students here right now? You guys have to you can't just pop in and say hi. You have to participate. I can't have class without you guys. And that requires you to pay attention for the hour. Everyone should have tried 5 divided by 8 because there should have been people who caught Alana's work. If she said 0.62 and you guys were agreeing or disagreeing, someone should have said, I got 0.625. And then we could have had a conversation about, well, does it really matter? Should it be 0.63? Should it be 0.625? Should it be 0.62? Like, come on, guys. This is where you come in, and this is where what makes it really important. It's correct. Well, now it's correct. Okay, did anybody have any questions now on the warm-up? Alex, if you're here, I hope we answered your questions. You've been really quiet. I know you had some technical difficulties, but I would like to know if the warm-up makes sense to you now. And I also asked everybody to please, open up your new classwork assignment, 4.3. Thank you, Alana, for answering me promptly. Everybody should have this in their Google Classroom now for math. It's called Veterinary Weights. This is your new classwork assignment. And when we're done going over this on Thursday, I will assign homework for the lesson. There are two problems, but problem one has multiple parts. All right. Notice that there is a B, and a C. So please don't skip any parts, and it's not multiple choice. You have 3 things to do for number 1, and there is a key word in number 1. After it says calculate each animal's weight in kilograms, there's a key word there. What is that key word? If you have the assignment open, it's due tomorrow night, okay? Right before you go to bed, make sure that this was submitted so that I can comment and give you feedback right away so that we could talk about this Thursday. Number 1, right after the first sentence, what's that key word there? Okay, because I need to focus, we need to focus on this. I'm looking for the key word right now. Take a look at the class word. What's the key word? No, kilograms and pounds are not keywords. Those are just details. Those are units. All right. So okay, if you're looking at number 1 here, look at number 1. It says calculate each animal's weight in kilograms. Then now read that second sentence and tell me what a keyword is there in there. It's a very short sentence. It's only got 5 words. What keyword am I looking for right now? Come on. What is it? No, not calculate. That's in the first sentence. I said second sentence. No. Second sentence. It's not in the first sentence. Second sentence. I did not read the second sentence. Jaden, it does begin with an E. No, not way. Come on. I think you guys are purposely not saying it because you don't want to do it. What's this keyword that I'm looking for, guys, in the directions? It's not calculate and it's not weigh. It's not kilograms and it's not pounds. It's in the second sentence. No, it's not equal either. Just read the second sentence, folks. Not equivalent. I don't know where you're reading. You're supposed to open it up. Come on. Hello? All right, I'll show you one more time because I need you to answer this question. After the first sentence in number one, after the sentence that starts with calculate, it says calculate each animal's weight in kilograms. Now, right after that, there's a second sentence. What's the key word there? And I'm telling you that it begins with an E. Hello, 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 anyone? Amen, hallelujah. Thank you, Brian. Ladies and gentlemen, with the last classwork assignment, too many people were just putting down their calculations. You have to explain the logic and the strategy that you're using. And you have to use math vocabulary because it's just good practice. It's good practice. And when it comes to UA time, anytime, right? Probably not the rest of the school year, but you have to get used to it. You have to get used to talking about how you thought about it and using the math vocabulary to back it up. So I need everybody to complete this by tomorrow night before you go to bed. Please make sure that you don't just calculate, but that you do explain what you did. Do you have any questions about it? If you don't have any questions about it, we're going to stop. Thank you for attending and participating. Yes, explain. You got it. Thank you. All right, guys, if you don't have any questions, we're going to stop there. If you do have questions, just put it in the chat. Other than that, have a great day. Work hard, please, and get your stuff done. Thank you.